Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Martin bringing you guys the latest crypto news and investments. Today, I want to talk to you guys about Cash and the potential that it has. I've seen this talked about on Reddit. It's been gaining a lot of popularity steadily over the past couple of days in price as well. So, I think in the next day or two, it's really going to start to blow up as people learn about it because starting December 1st, it'll be listed on Bitfinex, Binance, and CEX. These are three major exchanges that typically do very well for price. Bitfinex usually drives a lot of volume for new coins, and Bitfinex has a history of picking winners. So I think that this is a very clear winner. I think that this is a very undervalued coin right now. It's definitely a diamond in the rough crypto, but it's been gaining a lot of popularity in the past couple days, and I can't wait to see where it goes. So right now it's not even listed on CoinMarketCap. I think one of the bottlenecks of it right now is that it's only listed on 3 exchanges. So I think it's relatively cheap right now, considering Gate.io is the easiest way for US people to get in on it. There's 350 million circulating supply, so the market cap is going to start around 400 million if it's trading at $1.22, as long as prices stay relatively the same. And that's going to put it around that 25, 26 mark once it finally gets listed on CoinMarketCap. I'm not sure why this is actually taking so long, but yeah, so it's going to be listed. I've heard November 30th. Currently it's November 29th, so either tomorrow or the next day. I've heard both days is the listing for all of these. They're all confirmed, so it's going to drive a lot of volume to this coin, and like I said, I'm very excited to see people start talking about this, because this is the real deal. This is definitely a hidden gem in the cryptocurrency world. So what the Cash token is it is the liquidity token for the crypto economy. So what that means is that the problem that they're trying to solve is that all the major exchanges right now all have their own small pools of liquidity, and they're going to be taking this and combining it. They call it the World Book. They're going to take all of the pools and combine them into one central, one larger pool of liquidity. So exchanges can plug into them, and you can trade altcoins, coins with very small market caps. The market in general is still very small as a global market. So for example, hedge funds and institutional money is not able to put a lot of money into altcoins without driving up the price a lot, and this isn't necessarily going to solve that problem completely, but it's going to make buying and selling altcoins, if you have a very large order, much easier. It's going to allow institutional money to start coming into smaller cap coins, and even cryptocurrency as a whole, and Cash is going to be the medium for all that. They have their roadmap. It's going to seem like this platform is coming out of nowhere at such a high market cap, but really they've been around for a while. They've been around since 2014, Coin being the major company behind it, and they've been working, getting all these partnerships. Like I said, they recently just had their ICO done roughly a week ago, and they have a very bright future ahead of them. Q2 2018 being the official launch of the Liquid platform that's going to allow for one central pool of liquidity among the exchanges. They've already done a lot of partnerships. Like I said, Bitfinex being one of the top ones. They've partnered with 4 of the 5 major exchanges in cryptocurrency. Bittrex being the only one that they aren't partnered with. It was not Bittrex that said no. They actually wanted to partner, but Cash was actually the one that said no to Bittrex for whatever reason. But yeah, they're partnered with 15 of the major exchanges in cryptocurrency, so they're gonna really they've already got a lot of the progress done. They claim it in the roadmap that 90% of companies fail here, that they're not able to kind of get off the ground, but they claim that they already passed that spot. I would believe that they are, considering they already have these partnerships in place, and they're just waiting to get their platform out. I want to talk about the team a little bit because I think that this ICO was really just a step above every other ICO that's gone on this year. Like people talk about, I've seen metrics thrown around that 85 to 90% of ICOs will fail, and it goes in line with what people say about startups. So it's really good to see that they're taking this into account and have a very professional, very long-term approach to what they're trying to do. Mike, the CEO, recently uploaded a video on YouTube, the AMA. He answered a lot of questions about it. Very smart guy. He has a very clear vision of where he wants to take it. He was the senior vice president at SoftBank Group, was chief investment officer of Gung Ho in Asia, senior director at a very large venture capital fund. And that's the thing, their whole team comes from venture capital, major banks, a lot of finance experience. I believe they have over 120 years combined in finance and in banking. So their CTO, he was Merrill Lynch CTO for 13 years. Their chief strategy officer worked for 5 years as CIO at Merrill Lynch in Japan as well. 10 years at Goldman Sachs, where he was vice president of equities division. He's worked for over 21 banks total, and in 5 years at Deutsche Bank as leading IT finance. So you guys get the point. I'm not going to go through this whole list, but you get the point that these guys have a lot of connections to the real world in finance and in banking. A lot of very strong connections. They have announced that they were the first licensed and approved Japanese ICO to be approved by the Japanese government. So good news in terms of regulation. And I want to talk about their investors as well for a second, because this guy's a billionaire, Taizo-san. He is the brother to the richest man in Japan, who he does a lot of venture capital and investing. He actually said that this is his first ICO. So like I said, it just goes to show that this ICO is really a step above a lot of the rest in terms of professional and getting a lot of new institutional money into the scene. Also, if you know who Jahan Wu is, he was also an investor in Coin in the Qash ICO. These are two guys that have serious amounts of money. Jahan he was the founder of Bitmain, which is the largest manufacturer of Bitcoin ASIC miners. So just guys with tons of money. They have obviously a lot of cash tokens, and they're not going to be selling those anytime soon. They're in it for the long term, so they're not gonna sell just because they see this little dip. These guys are going to be holding on to them. They're not going to be in circulation for a long time. So I think that's going to be a very solid factor. That I think there's going to be a lot of long-term investors in this for the sheer potential that it has, because the CEO has said that he wants to make this a top 3 cryptocurrency. He sees Qash as the Bitcoin and Ethereum of liquidity in the scene. So I think that just goes to show that he has a very solid outlook of where he wants Qash to be. And that's the thing too. It'll be a global currency. It'll be pegged against all of the major fiat currencies. So really opens the door for Qash to be a global currency. It could really be the medium for a lot of institutional money, and it can be pegged against a lot of different things too. It's not just cryptocurrency. Qash can be pegged against commodities such as oil. It can be used against cryptocurrencies and stocks as well. So long term, this thing can really go anywhere. I think $1.22 is very cheap, like for this token. Sorry about that. Yeah, especially if you're holding long term. And with the partnerships coming in, I think a lot of new volume is going to come in the next couple of days. So I'm really looking forward to both the short term and long term of this token. I'm going to be holding the whole time, and I'm very excited to see them do their thing and how successful they'll be. So yeah, guys, I know I covered a lot of information in this video, but again, I'll put all the links to the stuff in the description. I'm definitely going to be checking out all the latest updates from the team. I encourage you to do the same if you're interested in the project, and I hope this was educational for you, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.